just started. Hopefully. Yes. Yay! All right. And then, let's see, number 23, Brady Bowers. Number 24 is going to be Natalie Jaminsky. Number 25, Adrian Zadinsky. 26, Alex Niedermeyer. 27, Caleb Severa. 28, Laura Castor-Holm. 29, Haley Richards. And 30 will be Emma Ward. And then if you're my friends who are just joining us, we've got stickers for you too. Oops, sorry, that's Emma Ward. Okay, and let's go back to Chloe Baranowski. Are you here now? Not yet. Okay. And then Claudia Williams.
That's
Gracie Berry. That is, you're number 19. So can 20 and 18 raise their hands so she knows where to
this
sit?
is old.
If you're number 20, awesome. Right where I'm standing.
I don't know what room she's in. I mean, I don't know how to call her.
Isabella Conley. Oh, there they are. Honey, you're number 4. So you're going to have crew. Connor Mahar. Number 7, front row. Levi. He's still not in here. Not yet. Okay, and then Claudia.
Whose class is he in?
He's in Myers, Spanish, but she's gone today. So I don't know if that's why. You want me to go grab her?
Yeah. No, I can call her.
I don't know if the outgoing will work.
This is a very old one. I just didn't speak her. What's her number? Jenny? 2? 1?
So Claudia, honey, you'll still sit where, what is yours? So you're number 15, so you'll find 14 and 16, it's in between them, but then when
Well,
you
that's
come
you.
to spell, you'll sit right there, okay?
That's Pam.
You're number 21, so you're gonna be between Julie and Haley.
We need
Levi Van Manen.
Levi Van Manen from Myers Room. Thanks. Thank you.
Is that the only one waiting for Levi? I believe so. All right,
How
and
about our
then,
judges?
Stacy Braden should be here in mere moments. And then at 10:40, when we take our break, Kristen Ward will be in charge instead. Oh, we're behind. I was like, why am I on camera? All right. And then I texted Stacy.
Tell me how we're doing this? We're not doing with our...
I just wanted to pull up, I have my email, so I remember what to tell everybody. Okay. All right, so I want to explain the seating one more time. Oops, sorry. So Ethan will be our first speller. He'll come up. He'll stand right here on this blue line, and he'll face the judges. Our judges will be here. And we'll have either Mrs. Cotter or Mrs. Walcott. So if they stand here, you'll be, oh,
We're not judges, we're readers.
we are reading from here.
Oh, okay,
I think you get to sit.
okay,
That's what I heard. The rumor is.
okay.
Okay. And then after our spellers finish spelling the word, then they'll snake back to the back of the line. And let's see, our back of the line is down on this end, right? Or this end? This end? Okay. So then our snake will scoop forward. So then Sophia will scoop her boot this way. And then Sue will scoop his boot this way. And everyone will scoop down. And then the last person in this row will scoop up so that you fill in this next spot. So you'll follow the number of the person ahead. And we'll probably have to walk our way through that the first couple spellers so we kind of get used to what we're doing. Keep in mind that while you're walking, after you spell, while you're walking to the back of the portable, we want to be nice and quiet. We want to keep our voices off. We want to keep our feet quiet because another speller will probably be spelling by the time you get back to your back seat. Okay. We've got our name tags. If you get out, you can just sit in the back along the wall. And then at 10:40, parents will have a break. And at 10:40, which is about halfway through, it won't feel like halfway through, but it is halfway through, we will take a little break. My friends who are out can go back to their classrooms, and then parents at that time will open the doors again to get back in or out of the building. Parents, in the meantime, the building is locked, so if you step out of the portable, that's fine, but you will not be able to get back into the building unless you walk all the way around and walk back through the front door. So at that time, 10:40, we'll have a little time for breaks, time for parents to move and groove, and then time for students to go to the bathroom or get a drink if they need it. Parents, I know it's really hard because you have probably helped your students spell, but it's important not to mouth the words with your kids while they're spelling them. We have tried to angle them this way, so it's a little less tempting. And I know, like, I told my students when I was judging the school, or when I was judging the B in my classroom, I was like, I can't even look at you guys. I'm just going to look right here, and I'll just, because it's so tempting to kind of, give them one of these.
You're up here, bud. You're up here.
And then you're in spot number 9, so that's fine.
Right up here. Right over here.
Perfect.
Here?
Yep, right here.
All right. And then the rules should be very similar, spellers, to what the rules were in your classroom Bs. You can't have any scratch paper, but you're welcome to trace the word on your hand. When you're given a word, if it has a word that sounds similar, Mrs. Cotter or Mrs. Walcott will tell you that, and they'll give you the part of speech and the definition right off the bat. If they don't give you the part of speech and the definition, you're always welcome to ask for it. You can also ask for it to be used in a sentence, okay? And we can always repeat a word for you as well. Yeah.
Do we have to do capitals and apostrophes?
That's a really good question. Yes. If the word starts with a capital letter, you do need to let us know that there's a capital letter. If it has a hyphen or an apostrophe or anything else, you do need to let us know that too. Okay? So when we give you a word, you're allowed to repeat letters if you start back at the beginning of the word. So let's use dog as an example. If you start and you say D-O, D-O-G, that's okay. But if you do go back to start the word again, you need to start back at the beginning. Otherwise, we'll think, like, if you say D-O-O-G, then you spelled it with 2 O's. So that would not be correct. If you say an incorrect letter, even if you go back and fix it, the letter left your mouth, which means it's on our paper and the letter is incorrect. So if you start and say D-O-G, the letter A still came out of your mouth, so that word is still incorrect. Okay, we can't take it back. Let's see. There will not be a vocabulary round. We had done one in the past for practice. It takes too long, so we're not going to do that. We will make it down to 2 students, and sometimes that last round to get it down to just 2 takes a little while. And then we will also go on to find an official winner, and that last round, again, can take a couple of extra minutes. Anything that I've missed?
Just to clarify,
Yes.
I am reading the word,
Yes.
always the part of speech and the definition, or only if they ask?
Just if it's in italics or if they ask. So the words, so like, I'm trying to think of an
Like,
example
for
that's
example,
not.
this one says, say to the speller, and then it lists what you need to say.
Right.
Right.
And then, Mrs. Cotter, what I have done in my classroom B is that sometimes we get too excited listening to definition, we forget the word. So I always
That's
say,
what I wondered.
your word is blah, 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 math. It has a, near homonym, part of speech, definition. Again, your word is math. All right. Spellers, make sure that you are nice and loud. We have Mrs. Braden and I are judging, but we also have the ears of Mrs. Cotter and Senior Walcott as well to kind of help us out. Okay.
So I want to just tell you all, first of all, that you made it this far, right? That's a big step, and it's a big risk. I know a lot of you, this is kind of scary to be up in front of your parents or in front of us reading or spelling words. But you should be really proud of being where you are, okay? And yep, you're gonna make a mistake. That's what happens in a spelling bee, right? You are a winner by being this far, but not everybody is gonna be one of our final 2 winners. Only 2, okay? So know that. And when you miss and you make a mistake, rats, but feel very proud of what you have done so far.
Can you just quick go, because we wasn't here when you guys were talking about where to go when you're done.
I'm gonna let Mrs. Monterusso explain that to Levi, because he was not here when you were talking about what he should do when he's done spelling his word.
So Levi, the good news is you get to follow the person ahead of you. So you will just scoot your boot down the line with everybody else until you get to the first speller's spot. And then after you finish spelling your word, you'll go back and sit at the end, and then you'll snake and scoot your boot away to the front again. So let's see, we've got, so like, Gracie, the next scoot after Ethan finishes his word, you're gonna scoot forward into alliances, and then alliances and scoot into alliances. Okay, so I think the only tricks are kind of where we're at the end of the line. And then we're gonna start at 160. Got it? Got it? Exactly, only things.
That's what I thought, okay. Your word is adrift.
Adrift. A D R I F T. Adrift.
Correct.
That's correct. And then, either way is fine. You can say correct. Actually, I think we're supposed to do.
That's what I thought.
And then one last thing, we have done a pretty good job of training our spellers to say the word back to us. So like we just saw adrift, spelled the word, and then adrift again. That lets us know you're finished spelling the word. If you make a long pause and then stare at us, we'll understand that you are also finished spelling the word. But we'll wait a pause. We'll wait to make sure that we get your whole word and nothing more.
Your word is foolishness.
Foolishness. FOOLNESS. Foolishness.
That is incorrect.
Your word is siblings.
Siblings. SIBBLINGS.
That is incorrect. So could we go right to the back and sit in the back and watch?
Your word is argue.
Argue. ARGUE. Argue.
Correct. Your word is manger.
MEANGER.
Correct.
She said no. She said E. MENGER.
Incorrect. I apologize. I misspoke. I heard A.
You had E. Okay, we both had E.
We're having trouble getting the load to work. Do you guys know if that's working for the stream thing? I have
Say that again?
the live streaming. I have someone trying to get on and it's not working. Do you know if that's on?
It should be on.
It says live. Pause for a moment.
I can see it now, and I have 25 watching it.
Okay, I'll just never try again.
You're trying to access it on Apple products, it usually doesn't work.
Okay, good to know.
IBM machines.
It's interesting.
Thank you for telling me.
Good to know for next year.
And then Taya, I'm gonna lean this up just a smidge more because we're catching some friends in the. We're catching the friends sitting down too.
have our crew here.
Okay, should be good.
Okay, cool.
Your word is proud.
Proud. P-R-O-D-E. Proud.
That is incorrect. Your word is, sorry, I'm going to start again. This word is a homonym. Gallop. The part of speech is a noun. It is French and it means the natural 3-beat gait of a horse.
Gallop. G-A-L-L-O-P. Gallop.
Correct. This word has a homonym. Plumbing. This is a noun. The articles such as pipes and fixtures in a building that are concerned with the introduction, distribution, and disposal of water.
Plumbing. P-L-U-M-B-I-N-G. Plumbing.
Correct. Earthquake.
E-A-R-T-H-Q-U-A-K-E.
Correct. Delivery.
Delivery. D-E-L-I-V-E-R-Y.
Correct. Your word, usual.
Usual. U-S-U-A-L. Usual.
Correct. Antennas.
Antennas. A-N-T-E-N-N-A-S. Antennas.
Correct. This word has a near homonym. It is a noun. The prepared form of a soft limestone, earthy in texture and white, gray or buff in color, used for marking or drawing. The word is chalk.
Chalk. C-H-A-L-K. Chalk.
Correct. Brought.
B-R-O-U-G-H-T.
Correct.
No, she's good. She's good.
Your word is minivan.
Minivan. M-I-N-I-V-A-N. Minivan.
Correct.
Yeah.
Pavement.
Pavement. P-A-V-E
Correct. Channel.
Channel. C-H-A-N-N-E-L. Channel.
Correct. Comfort.
Comfort. C-O-M-F-O-R-T. Comfort.
Correct. Tissue.
Tissue. T-I-S-S-U-E.
Correct. Batteries.
Batteries. B-A-T-T-E-R-E-Y-S.
It is incorrect. This word has a homonym. It is a verb, partly burned on the outside. The word is charred.
Chard. C-H-A-R-E-D. Chard.
That is incorrect. Your word is pressure.
P-R-E-S-S-U-R-E.
Correct. Your word dainty.
Dainty. D-A-I-N-T-Y. Dainty.
Correct. Reasonable.
Reasonable. R E A S O N A B L E. Reasonable.
Correct. Station.
Station. S-T-A-T-I-O-N. Station.
Correct. This word has a near homonym. It is an adjective originating in or affected by the nerves. The word is nervous.
Nervous. N-E-R-V-O-U-S. Nervous.
Correct. Bet you're feeling a little of that. Closet.
Closet. C-L-O-S-E-T. Closet.
Correct. Discussion.
Discussion. D-I-S-C-U-S-S-I-O-N. Discussion.
Correct. Microwave.
Microwave. M-I-C-R-O W-A-V-E.
Correct. Remarkable.
Remarkable. R-E
That is incorrect.
Okay, that's the end of our first round. It's probably easiest to get out this way. Bye. And then spellers, just a reminder, it's always helpful for us if you repeat the word back to us before you start spelling it, so that we know that you heard the right word. So if we had said dog and you spelled dot instead, because you have just misheard the word, we don't want that to happen. So if I say dog and then you say dog back to me, then I know you heard me correctly, okay? Just to help you guys and help us help you.
Do you want them to wait till we fill the whole rules?
We can do that. So instead of Caleb.
Just for clarification, if if you said dog and somebody said repeated the wrong word back to you, would you correct them?
Yes, I would stop you and say, nope, that was not the word, it was dog. And then we'll maybe give the definition too to kind of clarify. One other thing, our bum shuffling is a little bit loud, so instead of shuffling after each person, let's shuffle when your row is done. So like when the front row is done, then everyone shuffles together. Okay, I think that'll work.
Ready? I did. It was cold and then now it's probably too hot. It'll chill. All right, your word is settle.
Settle. SETTLE. Settle.
That is correct.
This word can be confused with a similar word. Your word is tampered. The words, it is a verb, interfered with so as to change for the worse. Tampered.
TAMPERED. Tampered.
That is correct. So then my front row spellers, you can still go to the back, but then my boot scooters, the bum shufflers, you guys will wait.
All right, Connor. Your word is burlap.
Burlap. BURLAP. Burlap.
That is correct.
Brooklyn. Your word is scrambling.
Scrambling. SCRABLING.
That is incorrect.
Your word can be confused with another word. The word is distressed. To overcome with pain or grief. Distressed.
Distressed. DISTRESSED.
That is correct.
Your word is blustery.
Blustery. BLUSTERY. Blustery.
That is correct.
Now you can scooch forward. Who's up? Brandon?
So since we're snaking, they've got to scoot that way. Oh, okay.
Your word is arrange.
Arrange. ARANGE. Arrange.
That is incorrect.
Your word is extremely.
Extremely. EXTREMELY.
That is correct.
Your word is pulse.
Can I hear the definition, please?
A regular wave of distension in the arteries that is a result of blood progressing through an artery at each contraction of the ventricles of the heart. Want me to say it in a sentence? His pulse was beginning to normalize again after Jamal had a fainting spell.
Pulse. P-U-L-S-E. Pulse.
That is correct.
Thank you.
I know it. Your word is garland.
Garland. G-A-R-L-A-N-D. Garland.
That is correct.
Your word is profile.
Profile. P-R-O-F-I-L-E. Profile.
That is correct.
Liam, this word has a homonym. Writers. People who practice the act of literary and journalistic composition in words as a job. Writers.
Writers. W-R-I-T-E-R-S.
That is correct.
You ready? It is. All right, you ready? Your word is dispute.
Dispute. D-I-S-P-U-T-E. Dispute.
That is correct.
Your word, excuse me, is barrier.
Barrier. B-A-R-R-I-E-R. Barrier.
That is correct.
Gracie, your word is avoid.
Avoid. A-V-I-O-D. Avoid.
That is incorrect.
Your word is distance.
D-I-S-T-A-N-C-E. Distance.
That is correct.
Your word is fiercest.
Fiercest. F-I-E-R-C-E-S-T. Fiercest.
That is correct.
Your word is abated.
Abated. A-B-A-D-E-D. Abated.
That is incorrect.
Your word is scattering.
Scattering. S-C-A-T-T-E-R-I-N-G. Scattering.
That is correct.
Hey, you guys, can you move down to the next hoop? Because we're doing spelling bee and it keeps hitting. Move to the next hoop, please.
I want to say hi to everybody. Hello.
Ready? Oh, wait, 30 seconds. 10. Your word is messenger.
Messenger. M-E-S-S-E-N-G-E-R. Messenger.
That is correct.
Your word is generation.
Generation. G-E-N-E-R-A-T generation.
That is correct.
Maybe I wasn't clear. Guys, away from the building, we're doing spelling bee.
New friends.
This word could be confused with a similar word. Your word is trembling. It is a verb. Trembling.
Trembling. Trembling. Trembling.
That is correct.
Brambles.
Can you please use it in a definition?
Prickly and rough vines or shrubs.
Brambles. BRAMBLES.
That is correct.
Ready?
Break at 10:40. We can probably keep it one more round of them. Might as well. Yep. Yep. Okay. Cool.
Okay, this word can be confused with another word, or a similar word. The word is shingle.
Shingle. SHINGLE. Shingle.
That is correct.
Is that all your word is legend?
Legend. LEGEND. Legend.
That is correct.
Connor, this word has a homonym. Your word is solar. It is an adjective.
Solar. SOLAR. Solar.
That is correct.
Your word is deferred.
Deferred. DEFERED.
That is incorrect. Hang on, Kathy, one sec.
She did,
She did.
but it still was correct. With how?
No.
Okay. Do we do another one?
If she mispronounced, give another word. I think we should do it another.
I think so too.
Okay. So Levi, come on back up, buddy.
So he gets another word, or he?
They gave you the wrong word or something.
Because, so the word was differed, and you said deferred, like defer action on it.
You get to try again, I think.
So he spelled DEF.
Because I think it's, they're talking about it right now.
I mispronounced the word. I didn't read it in context.
So we're gonna do another one.
So you get
So
another,
we
another
need
word.
another one. Okay?
What is that?
What does that mean? That means I made a mistake.
We do that.
Is that okay?
You just get to try again, but it's okay.
You didn't make the mistake I did. Wait a minute, no, I'm gonna give you a different
Whole
word.
new word.
A whole new word.
Reset. Deep breath, all right?
Hold
I'm
it.
giving you another chance. We need to shake
Okay.
it out.
Yeah.
We'll shake it out. Big breath.
All right?
Ready?
Okay. I'm gonna give you a new word. This word can be confused with a similar word. The word is colonists. It's a noun. Someone who settles in a new country. Colonists.
COLONISTS.
That is correct.
Your word is assembly.
Assembly. ASSEMBLY.
That is correct.
Your word is disinfectant.
Disinfectant. D-I-S-I-N-F-E-T-T-A-N-T. Disinfectant.
That is correct. I did.
Your word is Mars.
Mars. Capital M-A-R-S. Mars.
That is correct.
Your word is drastic.
Drastic. D-R-A-S-T-I-C. Drastic.
That is correct.
Claudia, this word has a homonym. It is a noun. It is a member who is new to an athletic team. Rookie.
Rookie. R-O. O-C-K-Y. Rookie.
Sorry, that is incorrect.
Finish this round.
Your word is exploits.
Exploits. E-X-P-L-O-I-T-S.
That is correct.
Your word is profound.
Profound. P-R-O-F-O-U-N-D. Profound.
That is correct.
Your word is trombone.
Trombone. T-R-O-M-B-O-N-E. Trombone.
That is correct.
Your word is deters.
D-I-T-E-R-S.
That is incorrect.
This word has a homonym. Audience. It is a noun. Those present at a stage or film production or viewing of a televised program. Audience.
Audience. A U D I E A U D I E N C E. Audience.
That is correct.
This word has a homonym. The word is staggered. It is a verb. Swayed or tottered when standing or walking. Staggered.
Staggered. S-T-A-G-G-E-R-D. Staggered.